right? So there's many things that they can be telling the customers, and in hoping that the customer would in turn tell you, hey, you know what, I'll be buying from you because of the reason that you've been telling me. And that's not true.
All right. So yeah, Aaron, I just want to ask you. This is a personal one, right?
Mm.
And this, I'm sure a lot of salespeople face the same problem. Is that I just sent a proposal to a prospective client in the UK, and I just sent it to them. And we had two meetings, and I sent the proposal via WhatsApp, and I thought he would reply straight away. No response. And I experience this all the time, right? You think you have this great rapport, you're about to close the client,
Mm.
then you send the proposal, and boom, they just disappear, they ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in situations like that, man? Tell me what I can do.
All right. Now, let's put into two situations first, okay? Let's separate two because I want you to understand clearly what's the difference between trying to save that situation and trying to
Mhm.
prevent that situation from happening, right? So there's two things.
Mm.
I would always go on the prevention route than to save that situation later, because saving it will includes you have to be defending, you'll be trying to incorporate or try to push your thinking or perception onto the other customers so that they would then accept, oh, okay, now I have to work with you, now I know why, right? So it will be a pushy game, so it will be like very tiring, so I don't always like to go there. What I would advise you to do, okay, is to first prevent it. And how do you want to prevent it? By doing the right things first, right? Having the right principles. Now, we need to know by then when you send the proposal and they ghosted, right? Most of the people would think, I did something wrong and everything like that. But then we go and think about the customers, okay, is this what he really need? Did you actually diagnose properly what his situation is that requires what kind of information? Is he having the problem that is painful enough for him to
Mm.
decide that, you know what, hey, I think I want this. I need a solution right now. Because a lot of times when people try to build urgency, most people don't even build urgency. They talk like,
Mhm.
okay, I give you this price. You have a timeline and you have a due date. Okay, that's urgent for you. You come to me when you're urgent. But
Yep.
that is not the right way of doing things. That's a lazy way of doing things. All right, you just let
Mhm.
the customer feel, you just give them some kind of timeline and they build their own urgency. But we as salespeople, we should be a problem finder in the first place,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
a lot of times people do urgency. What they think was urgency comes from external, but you have to build the internal urgency, right? Be
Mhm.
it the corporation, be it the internal person that they're talking to, right?
Mhm.
When they started to look for a solution, or there's something triggered them to start to look for a solution, they would be have certain kind of reasons that they're actually wanting to get a solution. There must be something
Mhm.
that's happening,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But we may not know as salesperson. So we need to
Mhm.
first find out about that first, okay?
Mhm.
And when there's a reason that is painful enough for them to actually say, hey, I want this urgently, I want to solve this. Just imagine
Mhm.
today, if I'm selling premium toilet services, right? I have a
Mhm.
premium toilet, I decorated it so nice without a stomach ache, or you don't want to go to the toilet. I keep on selling the premium toilet. I say, hey, come and say, I give you a proposal of the premium toilet. Would you even consider going to the premium toilet?
No, there's no reason to.
Maybe not, right? Let's just say a
Yeah.
girlfriend coming along and tell you, hey, somebody sent us this proposal. Hey, if you never tried premium toilet before, come on, hey, boyfriend, please, let me try one time.
Right.
Do you have like some kind of urgency right now? Do you have a reason to
Yeah.
go and try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you want to
Especially if you're
satisfy.
trying to impress your new girlfriend, right?
Yeah, maybe you want to try to satisfy a need. Maybe you're trying to be the best boyfriend ever. So you're trying to, okay, you know what? I'll spend you to go and get this premium
Right.
toilet for experience sake. I'm a good boyfriend. So you
Mhm.
got a reason, you got internal motivation, and maybe she's pressuring you, and you're gonna be thinking, hey, you know what? If I don't do this, I won't get late tonight,
Mhm.
right? You got that internal motivation, you got that internal pressure. You say, wow, pressuring you. So
Yeah.
if the other reason, let's just say today, uh, if you're having a stomach ache, right? And on that floor, every single toilet is premium, which you need to pay maybe $5 to $10, right? Other
Mhm.
toilets are free,
Mhm.
and you can't wait anymore because that piece of excretion or the feces is going to come out anytime soon. All right, that chocolate bar is going to come out anytime soon.
Right.
If I stand in front of you, right, do I need to send you even a proposal for you to go into the toilet and say, you know what, I'll just pay and go in first. I don't care what
I'll
premium
just
is it.
take my credit card, right? Just jump in.
Exactly. So because there's internal motivation build up, there's internal reasons they want to be using it. Right? So using this example, now whenever the customer goes you and everything like that, it's because they don't feel the internal motivation. We as salesperson, we fail to understand what the internal motivation is, what's the reason they're going to be buying, and most of the time, most salespeople that I met when before they came to my training, I understand when I asked.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video.
Most of the time, the reason that you are as a salesperson telling the customers, right, are not the actual reasons that the customer buy. Customer buy because of their own reason. Customer buy because of their own reasons. And sometimes there's nothing to do with what you say. The premium toilet, we can talk about all the decorations, all the gold plated and every stuff like that. But when you have that stomach ache that you need to go right now and you can't take another step without shaming yourself, right? If you just imagine this, what would be more painful to you? Having other people seeing you shit in your pants, you shat in your pants and it's brown color and you saw that spot with smell, and you're in the middle of a shopping mall. Which one would be more painful? The $5, the $10, or that happened?
Yeah, I mean, I'll pay $100, right?
Right.
If it
And just
came to
imagine
that.
the worst thing happened. The worst thing is not you shatting. You shatting is your ego in a face you do not know where to put, right? And right now, what you're going to be fearing, right, is people having, everyone is a reporter. They take out their phone, they show to you, and they point the camera at you. They take that video, put it on the internet. It's going to be viral. And where else are you going to put your face after that?
Right, right. Yeah.
That is the most painful part, right? So
So,
we try to avoid that.
yeah, the first thing then is to diagnose properly, right? That is.
Exactly. So when we can find out the actual reason that they would want to take action on certain things, whether it be to find a solution or consider taking action to solve a problem that they can actually recognize and identify and they acknowledge that's a problem, that's the first step. When they have that, then the rest of the sales will be easy. It doesn't also
Got it.
mean that when people know there is a problem, they would want to solve it. Because some problems are painful, some problems are not painful. Some problems are more urgent, some problems are not urgent,
Right.
right? So we need to diagnose properly. If we know the problem is not so urgent, then we should think about how we can actually build the urgency for people to take action. So the more urgent the problem is, the more likely people are going to come back to you, right? Just imagine you are going out and your phone don't have any signal. And when you were going out that time, you took a public transport or Grab or Uber and go to a place, and after that, your signal lost. What will you then? What will you do at that particular moment? You can't go back
Um,
because you don't have internet.
yeah. Walk somewhere.
Yeah, but the first thing you need to find out is to find out how can I solve this problem. I want to go to a service center. I want to get this fixed immediately because I want to get the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got that internal
Yeah.
motivation, right? So
Yep.
most of the time when we sell, you want customer to take action. First, when you diagnose properly, you know the internal motivation, and from that, right, it can build up that pressure for them to take action, and that's more likely to cause them to reply to you and respond to you. And why people don't respond, because maybe you sound annoying, you sound like you wanted to sell something, right? You send a proposal in hoping that the customer will buy. That they don't even know right now that you understand the problem completely.
Okay.
And that is why they want to avoid, because I would avoid people that do not understand my problem completely, just like a marketer calling you.
Yep.
So they tell you, hey, this is Citi calling from Citibank, right? And I have this
That's not
loan
good.
offer and personal loan offer. We have the lowest right now, 3.7%. I think we should take it. You can get up to 80,000, whatever, right? But in the
Right.
back of my mind, She don't even know who I am. So she's just picking a
Yep.
call. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even feel that she's caring for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably at the back of my mind, I have more than 80,000 to spend. I have more cash
Mm-hmm.
inside my bank than what she's about to offer me.
Mm.
So
Or you don't
why
need
would I go for it?
80,000, you make $8 million.
Yeah, unless she told me, because if she knew that I was a fluent customer, that I know loans, 3.7% is nothing to me. If she were to tell me, hey, Aaron, I'm not sure if you're going to be interested in this. Maybe I have more money than this. The
Mm-hmm.
loan can offer, but I can offer you a maximum of 100K at 1.2% interest, the lowest ever in the industry right now that no bank can ever do. And we can only
Mm.
do it for the maximum of 100K. Would you love to get this loan?
Mm.
I would have been interested as an
Mm-hmm.
affluent customer because I know where to make money more than that 1% that she's going to be charging me. The bank
That's
is going to be
true.
charging me, right? So then it will be a different narrative. So
Yep.
the difference with a
Yep.
lot of people when they get that kind of objection is because they think they should save it back then. But I
Mm.
was always do the prevention case, because once my prevention
Mm.
case has happened from the front until the moment of the close, all right, that sales
Mm.
process, if I do everything correctly, this should have the minimal amount of time happening, or it has the lowest chance of happening. That would be the
Mm.
best way to deal with this situation. And a lot of
Okay.
people wanted the uh, painkiller, right, to solve
Mm.
that problem at a particular time, and not taking the
Mm-hmm.
vitamin and the long route to actually stay
Mm-hmm.
healthy first. So my advice:
Mm.
stay healthy first, go the long route, use the right principles, study, make sure your foundation is good. Then when it comes to this part, people won't be avoiding you.
Makes sense. So prevention is better than cure. It's like the
Always,
traditional doctor saying, right?
always. So if I were to, let's say, if I were to fix that, yeah, they say, you know what, they ghost it. Yep, there are some certain things that you can actually say to get them to return.
Mm.
For example, you want to be able to send them a simple short message, any updates.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you think about the previous proposal? And a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people will do this. Oh, I sent you this proposal on 2 months ago, and or 1 month ago, you haven't replied me yet. So, you know, that is what they send. And do you know what happens to other people's brain when you do that? Do I owe you a reply?
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
the heck? What the heck are you talking about? I don't even owe you a
Yeah.
reply,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right.
And and people were like, you're blaming me right now for and telling me that I haven't been replying you for 1 month, and you're blaming me at that particular moment. So I would feel uneasy. I would feel bad about the situation. Why would you blame me? Right?
Mm.
So this is all about empathy and having the principle of other people first. It doesn't mean
Mm.
that you give
Mm.
everything to other people, but just understanding what condition they are in right now, what situation they are in
Mm-hmm.
right now, and try to make the
Mm-hmm.
best out of the situation. And a lot of people say something in that particular situation to to get people to close.
Mm.
That's wrong.
Mm.
Because if
Mm.
the deal is like people not responding, your next response shouldn't be getting people to close with you, to close the deal, to continue the deal. The next response should be instigating a response. Should be trying to
Right.
trigger a response back, no, a positive response back, so they can start back off the conversation, not the deal. The deal is
Yep.
already dead if they're not responding.
Yep.
So you need to start off
Yep.
the conversation to continue back to that route. And a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
want to jump too fast and say, "Hey, I want
Right.
to deal," and when they have that mindset and principle, they will do something wrong for sure. Mistake will
Right. So
happen.
the strategy is to take a step back rather than trying to advance what you already have.
Yep, and that's
Yeah.
very true. Okay, because if
Perfect.
you keep on advancing, you don't have the full spectrum of what people's situation are. How
Mm.
would you want to advance from there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the more you do
Agreed.
it, the more you sounds like pushy, and the more pushy
Yes.
you are, the more people feel like, hey, you know what, you're just trying to get the sales from me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Uh,
Agreed.
yep. That's how I would
Okay.
see it.
Wonderful.